The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online.
Welcome to the Papyrus TV News Update. Nuwalenge residents demand compensation after forced eviction. Kidnappers adopt 4 family members in Abuja. 82 Nigerian students receive UK scholarship. Cement company plant disrupted by dealers, BOA chairman says. Onyeka Owenu's funeral in Lagos. Residents of Nuwalenge in Abuja who were removed from their homes by the federal government are asking for compensation. Over 200 families lost their homes when the government demolished their home to make space for the presidential air fleet. The demolition was done by the Federal Capital Development Authority (FCDA) at the request of Nigerian Air Force. The displaced families now live in nearby communities like Zamani and Giri, but they have not received any compensation from the authorities. A visit to Nuwalege was blocked by Air Force personnel, and in a previous meeting, the FCDA's director mentioned that the Air Force had informed them about relocating residents, though it was unclear who got paid for the compensation. Residents claimed they were not warned about the demolition and had been told they would have 2 more years before it happened. Some even raised money to take legal action but said they have seen no progress. Longtime community members shared memories of their ancestors and emphasized that they had lived there long before the Air Force base was built. Many expressed frustration over lack of support from the government and described how their families were separated after being evicted. Moving on, a group of kidnappers had taken 4 family members in the FCT, Federal Capital Territory. This happened at about 1:30 a.m. on Friday in Tudun, Fulani area of Buari. A nearby resident who didn't want to give their name said the kidnappers broke into the family's home to grab the victim. The resident also mentioned that one person who tried to escape was shot by the kidnappers. The resident explained there was a kidnapping in Tudun Fulani extension in Buari area at about 1:30 a.m. The kidnappers were heavily armed and broke into a house to take 4 family members. They shot one person who tried to get away. When asked comments, police spokesperson Josephine Ade said the police are actively handling the situation. She stated, "We responded quickly. We are on top of situation. There have been several kidnappers in the Buari area recently. On May 8, 13 people were taken from a small village in Buari by armed men. In July, a man named Nathaniel from El Rufai's estate in Buari was shot by kidnappers when they tried to abduct him. But police and military forces stopped the kidnappers from taking others." Also, the British government has given prestigious Chevening and Commonwealth scholarship to 82 students from Nigeria for the 2024 academic year. The scholarship would help them to study for master's degree and PhD in the UK. According to statement from the British High Commission in Abuja, 32 Nigerians got Chevening's scholarship and 50 received Commonwealth scholarship this year. The selection process is very competitive, and there was a ceremony in Abuja to celebrate the scholars from the capital and nearby areas. Another ceremony will happen next week in Lagos for students from there and surrounding cities. During the Abuja event, British Deputy High Commissioner Gail Level praised the scholarship and highlighted that the UK is committed to helping Nigerians with its education. She encouraged them to do well in their studies and to represent Nigeria positively when they return home. Idowu Akintade from the British Council Nigeria also encouraged the students to make connections and use what they learn to help develop Nigeria. Chevening and Commonwealth scholarships are given to people who show intelligence, leadership skills, and a desire to help their home country. Nigeria has a large group of alumni from this program, with over 4,500 people who have made significant contribution to nation's development. Also, the chairman of BOA Cement PLC, Abdul Samad Rabiu, shared how cement sellers made it hard for their company to sell cement at 3,005 naira per bag last year. Speaking at the company's annual meeting, he explained that if not for the greed of the sellers, cement prices could have been lower. He mentioned that the drop in the value of the naira in 2023 and removal of first subsidy also made it difficult to keep this lower price. Rabiu said many dealers took advantage of their plan. Instead of selling the cement at the lower price, some were selling it for as much as 7,000 or 8,000 per bag. This meant they were making a lot of profit, while Boa Cement sold over 1 million tons at 3,500. They soon realized that was not happening with the dealers. Due to the issues in Nigeria last year, they couldn't make the low price because they didn't want to support the dealers financially. The musician and actress Onyeka Onwenu will be buried in Lagos today, Friday. The family has planned a service at the Fountain of Life Church in Ilepeju, which will be followed by a private burial at Vault in Ikoyi. According to the funeral announcement, the service of song will be held from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and burial will happen between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Onyeka Onwenu was a talented singer with many popular songs and was also involved in broadcasting, acting, politics, and activism. She is remembered for her music album like The Morning Light and Dancing in the Sun, as well as her roles in movies such as Half of a Yellow Sun and The Lionheart. It could be recalled that the famous actress, known as Elegant Stallion, passed away at 72 years old on July 30, 2024, at Redison Hospital in Ikeja. She collapsed at the birthday party of Mrs. Stella Okolie, the head of Emzo Pharmaceuticals. This has been the Papyrus TV Africa.
The Papyrus